If you are an ENEL351 or any beginner embedded systems class, today's video I will show you how you can configure any port to be an input or an output easily and be able to understand how you can use CNF or mode to easily configure those ports. It took me 8 labs to finally understand how this actually works, so if this helps you, hit the like button. So if you guys go to your reference manual for your Nucleo board, if you go to the table of contents and then go down to general purpose alternate function IOs, you can just scroll down to or even go down further to GPIO registers. You can click on that, and here you can find how you can configure these pins in accordance to these outputs here: analog, floating inputs, pull up, pull down, and outputs. You can use control register low for bits that are from 0 to 7, and anything higher than that, which is 8 to 15, you can use control register high. That is how this part is done. So I will show you now on the KyleU Vision code how you can configure the ports to be an output, floating input, analog mode input, AFIO output, or general purpose output. But before we move on to the code, let's take a little look at what CNF and mode actually are and how you can use bit manipulation to configure your ports. The reset state for CNF and mode is 0100. If you're setting 0000, your input is analog. If it's 0101, it is floating. That's the reset mode. And if it's 1000, it is pull up. In output mode, it's 0011 is general purpose push pull. If you set it to 01, it will be open drain. If your output is 1011, it will be alternate function input output push pull. If it's 11, it will be open drain. The tilde sign is what you use to clear the ports. You can start by selecting a new project, going down to STM32F103RB and hitting OK. After that, you can select device and startup and CMSIS and hit core. This will initialize all the startup files you need. If you didn't know how to do all this, you should probably just quit and go to sleep. Just kidding, come back, we have a lot to learn. Then from there you can make a new .c file. You can name it anything you want. In this case I named it test because I had to delete it afterwards. Come in closer. I start by including the header file I need to use. Then I call the APB2 to initialize port A. You can find this in the reference manual. There is a reference map in the reference manual you can find. And then I enable port A pin 5 as an output for this example. Since it is pin 5, I can use CRL because it's one of the lower ones from 0 to 7. In this first line, I am clearing the bit, making mode and CNF 0000. Now we can configure it as we want to make it an output. Let's reference the reference manual. The general purpose output 00 and output max 11. So we need to make CNF 00 and mode 11. This will make it a 50 MHz output general purpose push pull. Since CNF is 0, 0, we do not need to bother with anything of that. And mode, we can just call this line to make it 1, 1. Similarly, we can do this by calling different bits and adding a 0 or 1. This is called bit manipulation. If adding a 0, you can make it 0, 1. And if adding a 1, you can make it 1, 0. Thank you for watching. If you liked this and it helped you out, let me know. Hit the